Well, hi there, food friends. It's Kevin, and yes, it is Cavalcade of Food. And before we get into this week's video, I just wanted to say thank you. It is our 500th episode, and boy, oh boy, who would have thought we'd do 500 of these things over these past 14 years. So it has really been a fun experience. The best part, of course, of doing 500 videos are all the food friends that I have got to know and have connected with over these many years and many episodes. And just like all of you, in those 14 years and 500 episodes, a lot has changed. A lot has changed in the world. A lot has changed in our individual lives. I think of all the things that were different in my life 14 years ago. And but one thing always remained the same. I thought, what am I going to do for our next Cavalcade of Food episode? And I can't tell you the joy that it has brought me, not only to do the videos, but again, to connect with all of you. Is there 500 more? We don't know. We hope so. But you know, some decisions are beyond our control. So we just roll with life and enjoy as much as we can. And one of the things that I do enjoy is doing these food videos every week, and how blessed I am to have been able to create a place to produce them here at the Cavalcade Studio in Croswell, Michigan. And more than anything, this place has been a complete dream of mine come true. And so we've sort of managed to keep the Cavalcade of Food community still small enough that we can connect with each other, and I try to answer as many of the comments as I can. I love reading them. I read all of them all the time, and I thank so many of you who have given me great ideas of dishes to make and things to do, episodes to do, whether it be food or appliances or housewares or just stuff that is a nostalgic part of our, when I say our, I mean us baby boomers out there, our collective past. So thank you again, really, on behalf of me and Ralph and Marianne. And it's just been 500 wonderful episodes, and I just wanted to mark it in a way that you would know that it has been significant for me because of you and how you have helped make this channel such a joy over all these years and episodes. So, with all of that, ladies and gentlemen, here we go, episode 500 of Cavalcade of Food. Thanks for everything. Well, hi there, food friends. It's Kevin.
And Marianne behind the camera.
And welcome to Cavalcade of Food. And Mare, today we're going to make a quickie little side dish, a summer vegetable skillet. How's that?
Sounds good.
So I make this a lot, especially during the summertime when we're grilling. And it goes great with anything. And frankly, this is what I use, but you know what? What I love, Mare, about our food friends is they are all creative cooks, and you can certainly use your own variety of vegetables here. But this is so easy and so simple, and yet it tastes so good. So we start with squash. I got two here. I got a zucchini and a summer squash. Now, of course, now during the summertime, these are coming in like crazy. And to me, Mayor, this is about the perfect size for this recipe. You know, sometimes zucchinis get gargantuan. And you know what? Save those for making your zucchini breads and making zucchini cutlets and stuff like this. I like these smaller ones because they have a very thin and tender skin, because we're not taking that off, right? That's going to be part of it. Same with your yellow squash or your summer squash. What do you all call this where you live? Here we call this a summer squash in Michigan, but maybe you have another name for it. I've got 8 ounces here of just white mushrooms that are sliced up. I've also got some nice cherry tomatoes, had a few. Going to throw those in there. If I don't have fresh tomatoes during the summertime, I almost always do, then maybe I might use like a stewed tomato or something like that. Or you can omit the tomatoes altogether, which I've also done. So, first thing we're going to do is get a nice big skillet. I'm going to put some olive oil in there and let it get heated up. Always love to start with some nice olive oil. And while that's heating up, Mayor, let's get our vegetables chopped up. We'll start with the zucchini. Let's take the 2 ends off of it here. Now, sometimes the zucchini is a little narrower on one side than on the other. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the thickest part, cut it in half like that, and then we're going to make, these are about a 1/2 inch thick crescents with the zucchini. Okay? You don't want them too thin, because zucchini, like most vegetables, are mostly water. And these are going to cook way down. The narrow end, I'm just making coins, and I'm just putting those in. We're going to do our same with our summer squash here. We'll take off the 2 ends. Now this one has a noticeably narrow part to it, so we will just make coins. Whoop, got it. We'll make coins out of that, and then let's slice here. Again, I'm using vegetables that we all love, so that's why this assortment. But it is a great way to use the squash. Okay, like I said, we've got a nice big skillet here with some olive oil in it. Mayor, I'm just putting, yep, we're going to put all that in, just like that. Okay? Now, we need to season it. I'm going to put some black pepper. I'm going to put some salt. I've got some all-purpose seasoning here that I like to use. It's got all kinds of stuff in it. Garlic, onion, salt, herbs. Okay? You can use whatever you want. I'm not going to put the tomatoes in yet, because you know what would happen if I put the tomatoes in there?
They would turn into mush.
They would disappear. And we like those pretty tomatoes. So we're going to wait. There's 2 things we're going to wait on. We're going to put tomatoes in, and then ready in the garlic press is a nice big fat clove of garlic. We will put that in as well. So, you know what? Cover, keep it on a medium-high heat, and let it do its thing. Look at that, man. So the squash has softened up nicely. It's been cooking about 10 minutes. You can see how it's kind of broken down a little bit. When I put the salt in there, That helps pull the water out. But again, the vegetables release their water. That's what they're cooking in. And this beautiful, I don't know if you can see this beautiful little juice that kind of it gets created. You see it on the bottom there? From the liquid from the vegetables. All right, I'm through the tomatoes in. Then, Mare, we're going to put that garlic in. And that, let me get all that in there. If we were at home, Mare, I'd march right out to that herb garden and pick some fresh herbs to throw in here, which is nice as well. Now, if that ain't pretty, I don't know what is. Okay, we're going to let that cook for a few more minutes. Let those tomatoes kind of soften up. And it's just that easy. Okay, isn't that beautiful, honey?
Yep.
And so, let me turn the heat off. This total cook time is probably 20 to 25 minutes, I would say, start to finish. So we're going to just put a little in here to taste, because we will have the rest of it with our dinner, right?
Right.
So it's hot, but I want to show our friends just how beautifully tender that squash is. And again, that's why you don't want to cut it too thin, because it'll just be mush. We don't want mush, do we?
No.
We want to know what we're eating. So just such simple, delicious flavors. You're tasting everything. The squash, the mushroom, the tomato. If you like things really garlicky, you could put in 2 or 3 cloves. I like the garlic there as just a seasoning. To me, it's perfect. The salt, the pepper, that all-purpose seasoning I like, because it's just a blend of things. You could do it all with just fresh herbs. Be ideal. This is summertime, getting your veggies, okay, and enjoying the bounties of this beautiful season. So, I'm going to put a recipe in the description below as I made it. Change it up if you want to use some different vegetables. Key is choosing vegetables that will cook all at the same time. So in this case, the zucchini, the mushrooms, the summer squash, the tomato, they're perfectly matched. They all cook at the same time. They all get tender at the same time. You put carrots in there, guess what? They're not going to cook. They take longer to cook, okay? So this is the key, but this is the things we think about, right, when we make stuff. Anyways, if I didn't thank Mary Ann for working the camera, I will do so at this point in time. Thank you.
Welcome.
And Mare, let's tell them about the website.
Cavalcadeoffood.com.
Great place to go if you want to connect to my other YouTube channel, Always Analog, or my Saturday morning radio program, the Cavalcade Radio Hour, or just look at a bunch of videos. That's good too. And we thank everybody for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and share and like. Hit the like. We like likes, and we like you, and we appreciate you watching. We'll see you again real soon back here on Cavalcade of Food. Bye, everybody.
Bye.